Welcome to the Arsenal Report, and remember, make subscribe, then continue enjoy your news. In the summer of 2025, football witnessed one of the most emotional departures in recent Arsenal history. Gabriel Martinelli, the Brazilian dynamo who had become a fan favourite at the Emirates Stadium, officially signed for Bundesliga giants Bayern Munich, marking the end of a thrilling chapter in North London and the beginning of a bold new era in Germany. It all began with whispers across Europe. Bayern Munich, having closely monitored Martinelli's evolution under Mikel Arteta, decided it was time to make a decisive move. Their need was urgent. With Leroy Sané likely to depart and Serge Gnabry's future uncertain, the German champions wanted a versatile, elite-level winger with energy, flair and clinical instinct. Martinelli ticked all those boxes, and more. Meanwhile, Arsenal, despite their love for the player, were evolving tactically. With Ivica Kvaratskhelia recently arriving at the Emirates and with an eye on rebalancing their wage structure and adding a central striker like Benjamin Šeško or Viktor Gyökeres, they were reluctantly open to listening to offers for their number 11th Bayern's proposal. A reported €65 million deal with performance bonuses and future add-ons that could take it beyond €75 million. The Gunners tried to convince Martinelli to stay, and fans launched campaigns to keep him in North London. But the player himself felt that a fresh challenge, under the Bavarian lights, was the right next step. He had achieved much at Arsenal. FA Cup wins, top 4 finishes, a dramatic title push in 2024, and Champions League quarter-finals. But the dream of conquering Europe with Bayern, joining a new culture, and becoming a star in the Bundesliga called louder than ever. His exit was dignified and emotional. Martinelli addressed the Arsenal faithful with a heartfelt video saying, "Arsenal gave me my dream, my platform, and my family in football. I will always carry the memories of the Emirates in my heart. Thank you for believing in a kid from Brazil. I will never forget you. But now, it's time for a new challenge. I'm proud to join Bayern Munich, a historic club with massive ambition." The move was finalised in June 2025. Bayern's unveiling of Martinelli was grand, standing in the heart of the Allianz Arena, wearing the iconic red number 7 shirt. He posed for photos and waved at thousands of Bayern fans. His German wasn't fluent yet, but his smile said it all. He was ready. Martinelli's first press conference was glowing with ambition. "I've watched Bayern since I was young. Legends like Ribéry, Robben, Klose and Müller. To be part of this club is a huge honour. I'm here to win titles, to fight for the Champions League, and to give everything for the badge." At Bayern, the coaching staff were already drawing up tactical blueprints. Martinelli could play on the left or right, even as a false 9 in certain formations. His pace, pressing ability, and direct style were seen as perfect for Bayern's high-octane football. Head coach Vincent Kompany praised his versatility, saying, "Martinelli is a warrior. He fits the Bayern DNA, aggressive, fast, fearless." His debut came in the DFL Super Cup against Bayer Leverkusen, and it was unforgettable. In just 17 minutes, Martinelli assisted Harry Kane with a pinpoint cross, then scored himself with a curling effort into the top corner. The Allianz Arena erupted. Commentators were already calling him the new star of Munich. Back in London, Arsenal supporters were divided. Some felt the club should have done more to keep him, while others thanked him for his service. At 24 years old, Martinelli had given the Gunners 6 incredible seasons, scoring over 50 goals, creating countless memories, and establishing himself as a symbol of Arsenal's youth revolution. But now, his heart beat for Bayern. Off the pitch, Martinelli adapted quickly. He brought his family to Germany, enrolled in language classes, and began bonding with his new teammates. Thomas Müller welcomed him with open arms, joking that another Samba boy has arrived. Harry Kane, meanwhile, called him a nightmare to defend against in training. As the Bundesliga season kicked off, Martinelli's performances soared. In his first 10 games, he notched 6 goals and 5 assists, thrilling fans with his dazzling dribbles, high work rate, and ice-cold finishing. German media nicknamed him Der Panzerflügel, the tank winger, for his relentless bursts down the flanks. His impact was felt across Europe as Bayern topped their Champions League group. Against Real Madrid, Martinelli scored a sensational solo goal at the Santiago Bernabeu, dancing past two defenders before slotting the ball past Courtois. He kissed the badge, and Bayern knew they had struck gold. Back in Brazil, his national team prospects soared. Another news. In the summer of 2025, Arsenal made a significant strategic move by signing Spanish midfield maestro Martin Zubimendi from Real Sociedad. A deep-lying playmaker and one of the most intelligent midfielders in La Liga, Zubimendi arrived at the Emirates Stadium not as a traditional goal-scorer, but as a key that could unlock Arsenal's full attacking potential. With his calm presence in midfield, surgical passing range, and high footballing IQ, Zubimendi was seen as the final puzzle piece to help Mikel Arteta's side become a dominant goal-scoring machine. The missing link in the midfield. Despite Arsenal's impressive attacking line, boasting the likes of Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Jesus, Martin Odegaard, and Gabriel Martinelli, they often struggled to break down low blocks or maintain control in high-pressure matches. Declan Rice and Thomas Partey offered defensive solidity, Odegaard brought flair and creativity, but the team lacked a midfielder who could consistently orchestrate build-up play from deep control tempo and deliver progressive passes with precision. Zubimendi's arrival instantly addressed this gap. The Spaniard brought a level of positional discipline and technical finesse that allowed Arsenal to control matches from midfield. His ability to receive the ball under pressure and swiftly transition from defence to attack became instrumental in increasing the Gunners' goal output. Master of the first phase. One of Zubimendi's greatest strengths lies in the first phase of build-up play. He's not just a defensive midfielder, he's a tempo setter. Whether it was dropping between centre-backs or positioning himself ahead of Rice to link defence and midfield, Zubimendi created triangles and passing lanes that previously didn't exist. His ability to scan the pitch, anticipate pressure, and release the ball quickly meant that Arsenal could now move the ball from back to front with more pace and purpose. With Zubimendi as the pivot, Arsenal's build-up play became cleaner, faster, and more difficult to predict. That added pace and accuracy in transition gave the attacking players more time and space in the final third, directly contributing to more scoring chances, unlocking Odegaard and the attack. With Zubimendi behind him, Martin Odegaard was finally free to roam and create without constantly worrying about dropping deep to collect the ball. The Norwegian flourished, playing closer to the front line and combining more frequently with Saka and Jesus in tight areas. Zubimendi's consistent service gave Odegaard the foundation he needed to focus purely on chance creation and penetration. Additionally, with Zubimendi consistently breaking lines with vertical passes, both Saka and Martinelli found themselves receiving the ball in more advanced, dangerous areas. Arsenal's front three started to benefit from earlier service and more fluid movement as the entire midfield transitioned from reactive to proactive. Quicker transitions and counter-attacks. Another area where Zubimendi revolutionized Arsenal's play was in transition moments. When the Gunners won the ball back, Zubimendi's decision-making and distribution were elite. He could spot a diagonal run from Martinelli or a central burst from Jesus and deliver the perfect ball within seconds of the turnover. This meant Arsenal's counter-attacks became lethal, not only because of their pacey forwards, but also because they had a midfielder capable of launching attacks with accuracy from deep positions. In previous seasons, transitions were slower and teams could recover their defensive shape. With Zubimendi, Arsenal struck before opponents could organise. Defensive control equals more attacking freedom. Zubimendi's defensive intelligence gave Arsenal balance. He didn't dive into tackles recklessly. Instead, he read the game, intercepted passes, and positioned himself to prevent counters. His presence allowed Arteta to push his fullbacks higher and give Odegaard more freedom to drift into the box.